Wake Up Heavy is a Weirding Way media podcast.
Two small beers.
Welcome to Wake Up Heavy, the world's greatest horror movie podcast. On this episode, my weird dad and I will be talking about
so I feel the air inside me like a tongue in my eardrum, dum music boyfriend, I'm your yum call me and I'll come.
Hello and welcome to, I guess, what is now a semi-annual podcast, because it's been 6 months since we last recorded, and so I've gone down from bi-monthly to quarterly to semi or biannual, whichever one it is, every 6 months. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's okay.
It's spring break, so we're taking the opportunity to talk about some things that we've watched over the past 6 months, which seems like a long time. It is a long time, but there aren't actually that many more movies than we probably talked about last time. I just haven't watched all that many. We have had some interesting life changes. We already talked about starting college on the last episode, so don't need to go into that.
Old news. Boo, old news.
Yeah, you're on your second semester now.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
But we did have an addition to the family. You want to talk about her?
Yeah, I got a little baby kitten in December?
November.
Oh, November. I'm like, I don't even remember.
It was here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She was like 6 weeks old, had worms, had a little case of tapeworms.
Yep.
And then we got her all fixed up. She got fixed, and then she got sick and had some brain neurological issues.
Yeah.
And now she's a little 6-month-old kitten and very cute and sweet and really buff.
And crazy.
Baby. Yeah.
And her name?
Her name is Trixie.
Trixie, a.k.a. Chungus.
Yeah, Chungus.
A.k.a. Bungus. A.k.a. Chungus Bungus. Bingus Chingus.
Every type of...
Bungus Chungus, whatever. Gremlin, all that stuff.
My goblin,
she's crazy.
baby.
So now we have 3 kitties and a dog, and you and Mom and me.
Yep, perfect.
Well, I've put Death Proof on here because I think we watched this shortly after we recorded, and I couldn't remember if we had talked about it on that recording, but I don't think so. And this was, I don't know, wanting to see another Tarantino movie or what?
We mentioned Death Proof after we watched From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, right.
Because it's what is it? What's their little duo movie thing called that Death Proof was a part of? I don't remember.
Grindhouse.
Yeah, Grindhouse.
Something Grindhouse or Grindhouse something. Yeah.
Yeah. But we only watched Death Proof, not the other one. Planet Terror? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Aha! I like Death Proof. It's kind of silly. It's not like as solid as Kill Bill, but I really like Death Proof. It was fun. I liked the weird... It's just kind of a weird plot. Like, it's a weird story, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah. It's over talky and all that stuff like that period of his movies is, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. The effects are pretty great. The car crash thing, going over it
4 times.
Every passenger's
her leg flopping on the road. Yeah.
Rewound. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's not a great film, but it's pretty fun.
It's fun. I liked it.
We watched Interview with the Vampire. I once again can't quite remember what the impetus for that was.
I think we just needed a movie to watch, and I was in a vampire mood, as usual, I feel. I like vampire movies.
Yeah, and I think Mom or I suggested that one. I had seen that in the theater when I was however old, and a couple times since on VHS and hadn't watched it in years. I was like, yeah, this is kind of boring.
Yeah. It's fun. I liked the movie. I'm curious now because I've seen the movie. I'm curious about the newer show that's come out in the past 2 or 3 years. Also because one of the guys from Game of Thrones is like, I think Louis in it. So I'm like, well, I guess more reason to watch.
I don't know. I've seen little bits and pieces of it, but Anne Rice stuff just doesn't really hold a great deal of pull for me.
Yeah.
This movie, I just remember the whole thing before it came out, like the casting choices, both Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt being wrong for these characters. And I kind of agree with it now watching it, but Kirsten Dunst, is great.
She's really good, little baby. She's
and that was noted back then as well. She kind of outdoes those two big name actors
100%.
in it, and is still going strong to this day.
Yes.
I'd rather watch one of her movies than either of those guys. So
I need to watch Marie Antoinette. I have surprisingly not seen that movie.
Virgin Suicides is good. Yeah, she's done some cool stuff.
Yeah, she's fun in Fargo.
What's the one with her and her hubby that we made you watch? Something about a dog. That Netflix movie. The depressing Netflix movie.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I remember.
Can't remember what it's called. What do we watch next?
We watched Together, which I wanted to watch.
I was interested in it as well.
Yeah. Also, because I think we like Alison Brie and Dave Franco. I was like, why can't I think of his name?
Not James.
Not James. Not the pervert.
Dave Franco, yeah. I saw their other, was it the Rental? I think that's what it was called.
I think
so. Yeah. I've seen their other horror movie and enjoyed it up until the end. I think I mentioned that to you, and I know I talked about it on my show. I'm like, the end really bothered me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're horror fans. They like horror movies and making them, and this was interesting.
Yeah, I liked the concept. It was fun.
Kind of reminded me of that Micah Monroe movie we watched where, they're in the forest and...
What is it? Significant Other?
Come across a thing that messes them up and something different happens to them, but it's very similar in a way.
Yeah. I think we said that when we were watching it. We were like,
I'm sure.
This is like the movie we also just watched a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it Together. It was fun.
Good effects. They're both good in it. It's nothing like... mind-blowingly original, but it was fun and well done.
I really liked it. Just a fun little body horror thing.
Definitely body horror.
Just fun and cute.
Okay. You circled this one as a highlight, so
yeah, I did.
I'll let you introduce our next watch as well.
So I think this is probably creeping into October, and we were like, we gotta watch new spooky stuff. And one random night, we were like, let's watch Bring Her Back. What a joyous movie.
I had wanted to see it because of Talk to Me, and I heard this one was really even more intense than that. And
dude, Talk to Me is kind of rough, and then you watch this one and you're like, it's so much worse.
It's a walk in the park compared to this one. Yeah, it was in October.
Seriously.
It was the second week of October when we watched this. Did we say the name? Did you say the name already?
Bring Her Back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her, the lead actress, whose name, of course, I can't remember right now.
Sally Hawkins?
Yeah, she's great. She's always good in stuff.
She's fun. She's a lot in this movie. I mean, everything's kind of a lot in this movie.
There's a lot in this movie. She's a lot. The kids are a lot. Their situation's a lot. That creepy little kid that she's fostering is a lot.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. The effects are a lot.
Yeah, the effects are a lot. The trailer really intrigued me, and I knew it was going to be rough, but I had no idea. It was a very hard watch.
Oh, yeah.
It is not something I would recommend just offhandedly to anybody. Yeah. It's like you have to be prepared to feel really bad at the end of this movie. It's very heavy stuff, very heavy. And the way it's dealt with, because you can have heavy themes in movies and
be kind of fun and silly,
it just was rough. So because of that, immediately after, we needed a palate cleanser, and we watched one of our favorite fun movies.
Game Night.
Yeah.
How can that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
We've seen Game Night, Silence of the Lambs, and honestly now Dirty Dancing. Like, 200 each.
Yeah, you and Mom watch Dirty Dancing. I tune out once that comes on.
Boo!
Not my fave. Yeah, so that helped because I think we were all like, it's going to be hard to go to sleep tonight if we don't
get something
out of our brains.
Yeah.
And it's also Bring Her Back is one of those. It was good, very well made. I probably never watch it again.
100%. I don't think, like, if Will were to be like, oh, I want to watch this movie one day, I'd be like, you can do that by yourself.
Yeah. Talk to Me, I could handle again. This one, I don't think so.
Yeah, seriously.
But we'll see. You never know. Never say never.
Yeah, true.
And then, of course, since it was October, we hit a lot of our regulars between October and Christmas time because there are Christmas horror movies we watch. So we did the annual Trick or Treat, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Krampus, of course, as we inched.
Those are usually our big three, like, holiday movies.
Inch towards Christmas. We might have watched it, I don't know, even in October. I can't remember. Those are always fun. I think that was your mom's first time seeing Trick or Treat, right? Didn't we make her watch that one?
Yeah, we made her actually tune into that one. And then I ended up rewatching it during, I think, winter break, rewatching it because Will has maybe a Criterion, I don't know, a version of it. And so I watched that again with him too.
Trick or Treat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it's Criterion, but...
just something. He has a fun little version of it. It has a bunch of booklets and stuff.
It's probably one of those other boutique labels, but I don't think it's on Criterion. Was the next one your pick?
I like Juno and Lisa Frankenstein, which are both Diablo Cody movies. So I had to kind of complete the trio, which is Jennifer's Body.
What's up, Vagisil?
I was just like, let's watch this. Another probably October or November watch.
What did you think of that? I've seen it before, just once, but...
because I liked Juno and I liked Lisa Frankenstein and just her work, I was like, yes, I like this movie. It is fun. I like Amanda Seyfried too, so also kind of an inherent, like, this is a fun movie. I liked it. I thought it was very fun. Kyle Gallner's in it.
Yeah, our boy Kyle. He's going to come up again.
And he's like 15. He's pretty young in that movie.
Yeah. I don't know. The dialogue, the really... what did you even call that?
I don't know what to call her style.
It's the same in Juno, too, with the Elliot Page characters, like, you know, the quips and the... It's like, oh, my God, okay, I get it. I get it, girl, you're clever.
It's a very specific type, because also none of the slang they use is, like, real stuff.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah.
That's all I think of when I watch her movies.
That is so fetch.
Stop trying to make all of this happen, whatever it is you're creating here.
Yeah, which I am curious, though, about her newest thing, which is Forbidden Fruits. That
it actually looks kind of interesting.
Something, I don't know the full premise of that movie, but I'm curious about it.
Yeah, and I like isn't one of the Hill House girls like one of the leads?
Oh, what's her name?
I don't know, the crooked neck girl.
Yeah, it's like on the tip of my tongue.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people in that, which I'm curious about. And people are like, I think it did really good at South by Southwest, so...
Yeah, I don't have anything, like, I wouldn't not watch a movie because it was written by Diablo Cody or anything like that. It's just, it gets a little much after a while. A little forced.
Yeah.
I have one question, Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
I beg your pardon?
My name. It's pronounced Frankenstein.
But aren't you the grandson of the famous Dr. Victor Frankenstein, who went into graveyards, dug up freshly buried corpses, and transformed dead components into...
Yes! We all know what he did. But I'd rather be remembered for my own small contributions to science, and not because of my accidental relationship to a famous cuckoo.
As I mentioned to you, I'm having a hard time reconciling the fact that we watched Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein that long ago. I keep thinking it was like last month, and maybe it was all the Oscar stuff that's been happening over the last month and a half, leading up to the Oscars. I feel like we watched Frankenstein in February, not in November.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We watched it like the day of or after it came out on Netflix. Like we did it really quick.
Yeah.
So that was like the first week of November.
I don't know. For some reason, I can't. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I really liked Frankenstein. I have yet to finish the book, so I can't compare because I know a lot of people are like, it's not accurate, which everyone does anytime anything comes out that's based on a book, whatever. But
Are any of the Frankenstein adaptations accurate?
I don't think so. Like, which
I'm sure there is everybody's screaming at their iPhones right now. I'm sure there is one that's fairly accurate, but whatever. I don't care. Yeah, it's one of those stories. It's like,
it's Frankenstein.
Find something in it that you want to go, in that direction with or whatever. I can't remember. I know I told you I have a copy and I want to say I read it years ago, but nothing really rings a bell.
Yeah.
I know that the show Penny Dreadful had a pretty accurate depiction of the monster in that, which is similar to what Jacob Elordi looks like in this.
Yeah, I think people were like, he looks what like the book describes in
Right.
Guillermo del Toro's one.
But yeah, as far as Dracula and Frankenstein, like do something new. That's fine. I liked it. It was good.
I liked it a lot. And then it did pretty good at the Oscars.
Yeah, we
a horror movie.
We actually have for once seen a few of the big winners. Yeah. We watched this. We watched Sinners, which we talked about forever ago.
Yeah, because that came out February of last year.
And then one of the other big winners of the night we'll talk about later on this episode. So we had a pretty good run because a lot of times it's like, I ain't seen any of these movies.
Yeah, that has definitely happened a lot. We watched, I'm looking at the list. We watched a lot of nominees and winners. Very fun.
Good for us.
Yeah. Wow, we're so proud. Yeah, I really liked Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein was good. I mean, I like Guillermo del Toro as a person. I like his take on things, his take on AI, and just movies in general. And a lot of times I'll see an interview and he's talking about a movie and I'm like, yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. And I mean, on oddball, weird stuff from the 60s and 70s and things. And it's like, yeah, he's got good taste.
He's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
All right, what's next? Oh, this was one I wanted to watch, and I think I made you guys watch it because I love this Stephen King story, and I have since I got my big Richard Bachman collection book back in the 80s. It was always one of those stories that I waited for an adaptation for, and back 2019, I think, the guy that did Scary Stories and Autopsy of Jane Doe was on a podcast talking about that he was working on an adaptation of The Long Walk.
Yeah.
It never came to be, or his version never came to be. And I was also excited because J.T. Molnar wrote the story. That's the guy that wrote and directed Strange Darling, which we both really, really liked.
Another Kyle Gallner mention.
Yeah, and directed by the guy that's, I think, directed all of the Hunger Games movies, or most of them.
I think second through probably the fifth one that's coming out later this year.
And that kind of makes sense because this is a precursor to that. I mean, it's the same basic thing. A dystopian future with a contest to the winner takes all kind of contest. I mean, and Stephen King has wrote 2 stories like that, The Long Walk and The Running Man, both of which had movies out last year. But anyway, I was looking forward to it for those reasons, and also the cast.
The cast is good. There's a lot of familiar.
The kid pieces from the Alien movie that we liked, and Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, whose name I can't remember right now.
And the kid from Jojo Rabbit. He's not a big character, but he's in that. I think the guy that's in it, Welcome to Derry, the native kid. He's in it for a few scenes. Again, there's a bunch of kids, so Yeah,
well, there's a lot of fodder because, kids have to be dying through the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's the long walk. You walk until you either die or win.
Yeah.
So it lasts until there's one person left. But I was really disappointed with it. I don't have anything against saying the F word in movies or whatever. I've been known to say it myself from time to time. But when it's like every other word that comes out of every character's mouth, it gets really old. I think it's used as a crutch to kind of relay emotion or
the edgy.
Yeah, edginess and this and that. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, it can be a lot.
Give me 5 lines without it. And in this, it was like every line by every character had an F word in it. Multiple F words.
Yeah.
And it got old really, really fast.
Yeah.
I may watch it again sometime, but I've kind of forgotten about it.
Yeah, not crazy about it.
Until I saw it on our list. And I was like, oh yeah, we watched that. Whatever.
Yeah, I haven't read any Stephen King stuff yet.
I got a whole bunch in the house.
Except the first page of Carrie. That's about as far as I've gotten. I can't comment, I guess. But yeah, it's like an okay. It's not my favorite out of like Stephen King adaptations. It's okay. I don't know. I don't like poop in movies. There is a lot of poop in this movie. And I
like
appreciate that.
Shown. She's talking about see
coming
people
out butt on screen, and it's not solid for most of the movie. And I'm just like, I'm so grossed out. Okay, I get it. I don't know. It's horror. Like there could be gross things that it's like, ew, that's gross, but it's not like.
Well, this is like the real life type horror situation where what's going to happen to you after you've walked 200 miles. Without being able to stop, and it's going to punish your body, and you're eating God knows what, and people that run marathons shit their pants, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember we were watching it, and I just kept getting like, every time.
I was curious. I'm like, are they going to show any of it? Because I know that kind of stuff happens in the book. Mm-hmm. People are going to vomit. People are going to do this and do that. And
yeah, they showed a lot of it.
Yeah, they showed quite a few times. Yeah, not my favorite thing to see either on screen, but yeah.
Oh no.
What are you going to do?
Tummy hurt. Yeah.
Okay, what's next here? One of our little A24 movies that we search around for from time to time.
We watched The Monster. I think we literally were looking for specifically A24 movies. Yeah. Is that how we ended up watching it?
Yeah. That's why I said that before.
Well, yeah.
We introduced the movie. That happens. Go ahead.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's all right. It's nothing major. I've seen it before, and I was like, I don't remember liking it all that much. I'm usually okay watching their movies again, A24 films again, and it's a very simple story. It's, mom and kid on the road, and there's a monster. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. It was fun. Like you said, kind of just nothing major, just a fun little horror movie. It's an older A24 movie, which I think kind of is obvious. And that's not bad or anything. It's just like, this is one of the older.
Yeah, when they had some simpler movies that they would pick up or whatever, not necessarily produced, but picked up from a festival or something. There's you could say the same thing about The Blackcoat's Daughter or a lot of those early mid 2000, 2010 on. There's quite a few of those small films.
Yeah, that A24 did.
They're starting to kind of grow out of that. Their
indiness.
I think something's wrong with that dress.
Don't tell me you're scared of a dress.
And I think because of that, I was still kind of on an A24 kick. One of my favorite A24 films by one of my favorite directors. I'm like, hey, let's watch In Fabric because it's kind of crazy and I love it. And I love Peter Strickland. What did you think about that one?
It was weird. I liked it. It was very odd and strange and kind of the Suspiria, like Italian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very weird. There's kind of a lot of everything happening. Gwendolyn Christie's in it, which I'm happy about. I love her. I've seen a lot of, I don't realize a lot of the times until I think about it. I've seen a lot of stuff that she's been in, so that was another fun addition.
I had that in the back of my head. I'm like, you guys have been watching Game of Thrones, and she's in that, and it's the way that what would you call her? The gal at the department store taught, all her weird lines. And
the hesitation in your voice, soon to be an echo in the recesses of the spheres of retail.
And her outfit, her Victorian, it's so weird. She's very odd. Yeah, it was fun. I like the main lady for the first half. She's a very interesting character. Her and her son and Gwendolyn Christie and the dress, obviously. Like, it's interesting. It's fun. I liked it.
Like I mentioned when we watched it, she is in tons of the British shows that Mom and I watch. Pops up all the time in different things, and she's great. I think it was supposed to be more like almost like an anthology where the dress kind of travels around, and then he decided to stick to those two stories. Now when I watch it, I actually like the washing machine guy stuff more.
Yeah, the second story.
Yeah, just because of the weird thing that happens when he starts talking about what needs to be done to the machine, and it puts people in a trance. Like, what the hell is that all about?
Yeah.
Because I love that movie and I love Peter Strickland, I threw on Barbarian Sound Studio like immediately after, but I think you kind of zoned out.
It reminded me of, what was that other movie? Was it called Mute?
Yeah. Mute Witness.
Yeah, Mute Witness. Okay, yeah. Which it's a very similar premise, sound stuff, movies. What's real, what's fake. I don't know. Barbarian Sound Studio was interesting too. I definitely should probably like rewatch that sometime though, because I did kind of like.
No, I noticed. I looked over. I'm like, she's not even watching. I left it on because I love it, and
But I caught the end and stuff. Yeah.
Probably still my favorite of his. His character, Toby Jones's character, is fascinating to me, and his descent into not madness but loss of identity.
Yeah, he has like
is really interesting, and just all the stuff with the tapes rewind, the gadgets, and the whole thing around it. And you never see the movie that they're making. You only hear the stuff that they're doing for it, which I love. And again, very Italian. I mean, it's an Italian horror film that he's working on.
This is not a horror film. This is a Santini film.
Yeah.
You get the idea of like the Italian horror movies that we've watched and stuff.
Yeah.
What's next? This was your pick, I think?
Yeah, it was. Because I hate cannibalism, freaks me out. The only movie I really am like chill with it is Silence of the Lambs, because it's not really, there is no like full on visuals of Hannibal like eating people in that movie. He kills people, you know, but like, so I don't like cannibalism. It freaks me out. It's so like demented to me. So I was like, I need to face my fear. And so we watched Fresh, which I actually really liked. So
yeah,
kind of worked. It's aesthetic. It's very nice to look at.
It's kind of long.
It is. Also, the title is an hour into the movie, so which I
the title card. Yeah. No, I watched it when it came out on Hulu. However many years ago that was.
It was like
I enjoyed it, but I think that I had the same thought. I'm like, why is this so long? They really draw out that first part of it,
which I think works because you're supposed to like him. Or he's supposed to not be the killer.
They're not tricking you, but getting you to not side with him, but what's the term?
I know what you mean. But not understand.
Empathize, I guess, maybe. But there's no really reason to empathize with him because he hasn't done anything yet at that point. It's fine. They're good. Sebastian Stan's good in it. Who's the gal? Daisy Edgar Jones?
Yep.
She's been in a bunch of stuff your mom and I have watched.
Yeah, she's good in it. She plays an interesting character. Her friend, who I don't know the actress's name, I liked too.
Yeah,
interesting stuff. The soundtrack's good. That has a lot of Blood Orange stuff, which I listen to a lot. One of my like favorite songs is in the movie, and I was just like, "Whoa,
cool!"
Did not expect it.
I never was in love. You know that you were never good enough. Fall asleep right next to me. You know that you were never good enough.
But yeah, it's a fun movie. Still don't like cannibalism. I mean, you're not really supposed to, but
I don't think movies are generally pushing for people to be accepting of it. So
yeah, but like I remember you asked me, I think when it came out or when it went on streaming, if I wanted to watch Bones and All, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah, I kind of still want to watch that one.
I think
even though I'm angry at you, Timothée Chalamet.
Please be normal again.
Go back to keeping your mouth shut, kid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
His buzz cut is making him evil. His lack of hair.
That'll do it. What's next? Our first Yorgos Lanthimos movie on the list.
We watched Kinds of Kindness, which it is not my favorite. I I don't know. I talked about it with Mom, and I was like, I wasn't being held by a lot of... there's 3 stories.
Mm-hmm.
By really any of them in the movie. I would definitely rewatch it to see, like, if I like it more now, especially after another movie we watched later on. But it wasn't my favorite. I think it was interesting, but just, I liked Poor Things better.
I can't say I remember all that much about it. Actually, when you guys were watching Euphoria, I'm like, what the heck was that movie that we just saw Hunter Schafer in?
Yeah, that was...
And I was like, oh, yeah, it was Kinds of Kindness. She was in at the beginning of that.
For like
being experimented on.
Yeah.
It's definitely not my favorite either of his films. I still think my favorite is Killing of a Sacred Deer. It was all right. I don't know. Vapid people stories, after a while, it kind of lose me.
Yeah.
They're all vapid in this.
Oh, 100%. I liked the one with the twin Margaret Qualleys the best. Is that the last one?
I think so. I don't know.
Her
she goes
jumping
head first into the pool.
Yeah, into the empty pool was like, oh, kind of frightening. Yeah, ouch. But yeah, not my favorite. I would probably rewatch to see how I felt now. But at the time, well, still kind of, not my favorite.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
All right. And then we didn't watch these back to back or anything, but these were your picks for horror. We might have been scrolling through something.
Yeah.
The Plex or something, but you landed on
VHS, first and second movie. I think they're fun. Found footage can be like, I really hate Blair Witch Project. Oops. But like Cloverfield is fun.
Yeah, I have a hard time with it too. This is an easier pill to swallow because they're short.
They're short. Yeah, it's an anthology.
That sort of makes it make sense why people would still be recording something. Because that's my biggest. Just shut your fucking camera. Oh, excuse me. Shut your camera off and go,
Yeah,
save yourself.
Yeah. Well, and even in some of the stories, I don't remember which movie they're in, but like the guy that has the eye implant, that's the camera.
Right.
Like it makes sense, or they try and make it make sense why they're still recording. So I'm like, okay, I like that. These are fun movies. I like the first one with the scary lady, which is the one that got turned into a movie.
Yeah, it got turned into a feature.
Yeah.
I think the feature length one is called Siren.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I like you.
I watched it. The short in VHS is better. Sometimes you don't need to stretch these things. It kind of like Lights Out. The short of that is very effective, and the movie is it's not awful. But we watched that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun though, and I would like to watch. There's a lot
more of them.
So I was like,
I can't remember if I've seen past 2 or not. I'd have to look back at old lists or something.
There's one that came out like I think it was last year.
Yeah. They keep cranking them out. People keep watching them, so...
I mean, yeah.
Hey.
If it works, it works.
That creaking noise you've heard throughout the episode is Mark's chair. Apologies for that.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, N, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I've said my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me.
I'm going to switch up our list here because almost all of the last ones you have highlighted. So one day, I don't know if it was must have been during your Christmas break, I'm assuming, I threw on my short films of David Lynch. I almost said CD, DVD that I've had for years, that I've had for 20-something years.
Oh my gosh.
And watched all those.
They were fun.
Any favorites?
Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but the cowboy one was so fun.
Cowboy and the Frenchman?
Yeah. It was so weird. Which I think you said you didn't like that one originally.
I have never liked that one, and it finally clicked for me when we were watching it.
Yeah, I was having a ball when we were watching it. I was like, this is so silly.
Part of that was realizing, oh, shit, Tracy Walter's in this. I love that guy. It's 3 of the goofiest dudes ever. Harry Dean Stanton, Tracy Walter, and Jack Nance.
Mm-hmm.
And then the repetitiveness of the dialogue and all,
it's so good.
I think drove me nuts before, but it landed for me wonderfully this time.
Yeah, I love when they're asking the French guy, like, what's in his bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just, a baguette, a bottle of wine, and it just like keeps going. Yeah. Awesome. It was great. The other one that I liked, even though it was scary, was the alphabet one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was freaky and strange, but it was fun.
I love that one.
ABC! ABC!
They're all very they're all Lynch stuff and very Lynchian, obviously, but the alphabet one was like, it was weird.
It's unsettling, like Eraserhead is. That and the grandmother and Eraserhead all have kind of that unsettling through line. And as people who listen regularly to this show know, I had the wonderful opportunity of seeing the alphabet and the grandmother on the big screen. And when I was in London, they played before Eraserhead and Blue Velvet.
Mark is as surprised as anyone that he didn't take this opportunity to mention yet again that Peter Strickland was also at this showing of Lynch films.
That's cool.
And that was the first time I had seen either of those. I'd only read about them prior to that, and I absolutely loved them.
Believe it or not, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film.
Mm-hmm. Why elaborate on that?
No, I won't.
Our next big Oscar winner watch from a little while back, last month or something? 2 months ago? I don't even know now.
One of them.
I'm so confused with Frankenstein. I don't know when we watched these things.
When did any of this happen?
We watched Paul Thomas Anderson's new film.
One Battle After Another. Fun. I was stressed, but it was fun.
Yeah, definitely stressful. I really liked it as well. I still don't think I think Magnolia is still my favorite. Like, I want to watch that one again. We talked about that last time, I believe.
Yeah.
And you've got a bunch of other ones you need to see. And
yeah, I do.
I still haven't seen The Phantom Thread. I haven't seen Licorice Pizza.
Big fan.
After there were a couple in there, and I was like, didn't feel the pull to like the urgency to see everything he did immediately or whatever. But I'm willing to watch whatever.
Yeah, we'll definitely watch more after this one because I really liked it. I liked Magnolia a lot, but this one was fun. It's different from Magnolia.
Oh yeah, way different.
Yeah, very. I really liked it. It's an interesting story. I think it's based on a book, right?
Yeah, it's inspired by Vinland, Thomas Pynchon novel, which I haven't read. I've only read one of his books. His stuff is very hard to get into, like really, what's the word? Dense. You got to really pay attention. So, yeah, I don't know how close it is, but I know that he has mentioned reading that book inspired the story, and a lot of the names of the characters, the odd names that they have, that is a very Pynchon thing.
Yeah. Tana Taylor's name in that it's Perfidia Beverly Hills.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a character's name in the book or not, but it kind of coincides with the kind of names that he comes up with, where like their name signifies who and what they are. Like nobody would name their kid that, right?
Having the last name Beverly Hills. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really good, and I think one of the biggest or the best parts of it was the acting by everybody.
Oh, yeah. Especially, most people have pointed this out, but Chase Infinity did really good.
Yeah, she was amazing.
That's her first movie, I think.
I think so.
Which is, good job. I really like her, too. I followed her on like Instagram and stuff, and she's silly.
She held her own with some pretty big names.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Like
some people would consider some of the biggest names in Hollywood. I'm not super big fans of either Sean Penn or Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Sean Penn scares me, so yeah.
Yeah, I understand their their status in Hollywood, but she definitely held her own against them.
Anyways.
Yeah, we've already talked about rewatching this one, and I'm all for it, to be honest with you.
I love the last part of the movie with just like the road chase is it's good. I love the shots of the road. Yeah, that's kind of just what California looks like. But it's, I don't know, it's really fun and stressful, but like in a good way, which I don't usually say because we watched another stressful movie like a month after this, and Oh, God.
Not the same kind of stress. A lot more internalized and high pressure stress. This was really good, and it gave us a line that we say all the time now. Thank you, Benicio del Toro.
Yes. And Loki, the other one that Sean Penn says that I say a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the few small beers.
Few small beers.
Few small beers.
Put your hands on top of your head.
All right, let's go to work. Not move. Do you have any weapons on you, sir? No, sir.
Why are you running from us?
Had a long day, man.
You didn't see the lights back there?
Oh, yes, I did.
What did you toss out of the vehicle?
Excuse me?
What did you toss out of the vehicle back there?
Trash.
You sure about that?
Yes, ma'am.
You been drinking today?
I've had a few.
A few what?
A few small beers.
Just catch Dad whispering it. One of us. It could be any of us just whispering it during something. So good.
Something will come on TV and I don't know. If somebody says small or few, that's what I immediately think
of now. Or beer. Like literally anything.
Yeah, or beer.
We were doing it a lot during the Oscars too.
Right.
It was like anytime they showed Benicio, we were just like, a few small beers.
Yeah.
So good.
And so the name of this episode will be A Few Small Beers.
Yes.
All right. Anything more about that one?
Nope. But we'll probably rewatch it over spring break because I want to.
Yeah. Next up, take it away on this one because this was your pick.
Yeah. We watched on my accord. We watched Dinner in America, which I had seen like 2 years ago at this point because it blew up on TikTok. I don't know why. No idea, but I just kept seeing it. And I was like, this looks really interesting. I think I was doing homework one night and I just put it on, watched it on my computer on Hulu. I really liked it. And then I started seeing it again recently in the last few months. And I was like, okay, well, we all know we have watched a lot of Kyle Gallner movies. So I was like, let's have Dad watch it because he likes him.
Yeah, I've wanted to see it since it came out. I don't know if it wasn't a Hulu original, but I know
No, it was like a festival.
Yeah, it landed on there a while ago. I was interested in it. I don't know why I never got around to it. I don't even think I realized that you had already seen it.
I don't think so.
You offered it up as a suggestion, and I was all for it. And your mom was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think she liked it nearly as much as you and I did.
Yeah, I don't know how she thought of it.
It's bonkers in a really fun way.
Yeah, it is.
I really liked his character, even though he's obnoxious as hell.
Kind of both of them are. He's weird. We were making, because we watched it not that long after One Battle After Another, we're making fun of how he walks, because he walks like Sean Penn's character in One Battle After Another. Yeah, his character is crazy, dude. I mean, the whole thing, it's a punk movie, but he's so aggro all the time.
That can be very wearing on a person.
Yeah.
Especially if you've known people like that in real life. It's like, okay.
Chill out.
You kind of also get that there's a Tinder, or I don't know if Tinder is the right word, but there is another side to this guy.
Yeah.
And
somewhere down there.
I really enjoyed. Oh, I keep meaning I got to put that song on my phone. I keep forgetting about it.
Mom already has it. She has it on her phone.
Was it Watermelon?
Yeah, it's just called Watermelon.
I love that song.
Fuck the rest of them. Fuck them all. Fuck them all but us. But us. But us. Fuck them all but us.
It's a really good, for just like a random movie song, it's really good.
Yeah, and he had her make it up.
Make it. Yeah. It's a very cute scene, that as well, when they make it. Yeah, I don't know. She's such a fun little character who I think most people think she's autistic or something.
Most likely.
Her pill case that's like filled to the brim with just so much medication, and then he ends up taking it, kills me. Like, why did you...
People do stupid things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I loved it. It's a fun, pretty heartfelt movie.
Yeah.
With heartfelt characters, even though they're insane.
Yeah, it's like, I think I mentioned it when we were watching it. It's like an alternate universe Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, literally.
Where instead of them being I don't know,
too chill,
ass backwards and mellow. They're just like all amped up.
Yeah, literally.
It gave me the same kind of feeling as that. Like this, I don't know this world. I don't understand this world. It's sort of out of time and place.
Yeah, there's no, because they have old TVs. It's kind of like It Follows, which also takes place in Detroit.
Yeah.
Old TVs, phones.
I guess if you put things in Detroit, it's going to feel out of time and place.
Yeah, apparently. That's
almost all the movies we watch that take place in Detroit. It's like, when does this take place?
Yeah, Barbarian, Don't Breathe, like literally all of those. But yeah.
It was a lot of fun. That is one I can definitely see watching again.
Oh, 100%. Do a Kyle Gallner marathon.
I'd watch that and Strange Darling back to back.
Oh, yeah. That's a fun little
Americana, slice of life.
Yeah.
I don't want to know these people in real
weird
life.
Couple issue things. Yeah. I don't know.
Romantic comedy.
In a way.
Sure.
Sure. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I had a blast watching it, actually.
Yeah, they're
Your mom was
so
kind of like,
crazy.
I don't know if I like these people.
I'm like, yeah, I think that's the intention. They are very weird. I mean, she her sitting outside after she fully gets fired from the pet store, and she has the cat poop on her still, or the dead cat in her yard.
Yeah.
And she doesn't move, and he's like, are you insane? I love it. It's so fun. So weird.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And now for something completely different.
Now, another movie that wasn't very much fun that we watched.
Yikes.
But I think we all were interested in this. I know that when it first came out, I was like, this title intrigues me. And then we watched the Red Letter Media thing. Jay was like, or did we? Or I watched it.
We watched it. No, okay. Yeah, I was with you.
And I think it was him that said it was kind of like, or maybe I read that.
It's female Eraserhead. No, yeah, they say
it's like if the mom's Mary's side of the story in Eraserhead.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, different take.
The mom's journey with a disabled kid or sick kid in this case. Very sick kid.
She is ARFID. Yeah.
Yeah, so we watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Yeah.
Love that title for whatever reason.
It's a fun one.
And not real fun. Not a very fun movie.
Yeah, it's stressful. I remember, I think, was it that Ari Aster produced this, or was that a different movie?
No, it might have been. Or was that the... No. I think that might have been Begonia.
Oh, okay. That still also makes sense. But yeah, it's a lot. It's stressful.
Claustrophobic.
It's very claustrophobic. Yeah, it's always on Rose Byrne's, literally always on her face.
Really tight shots of her face through a lot of the movie, and she is extremely stressed out, and so it stresses you out and everybody around her out and the audience members out, and you never see the kid, and is she really sick? Is this Munchausen? Is it what? The weird relationship with her and Conan O'Brien's character.
Her crush on him. Her relationship with her husband is also weird.
Well, but they work together. I work.
Oh, yeah.
I work in a psychiatrist's office, and I can't imagine one of the therapists there seeing one of the other therapists in the... I mean, it's like a complete conflict of interest. Allowed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we would never do it. That would not happen in our office.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's odd.
And she's so weird.
He can't stand her.
Yeah, he hates her. It's so awful.
I don't know. It was, very, very stressful, but interesting. And, the whole thing with the hole in the
caved in
floor
ceiling. Yeah.
Ceiling. Sorry.
That A$AP Rocky falls through. Jeez.
Yeah. And
so much.
Busts his leg, of course.
Yeah. His character was interesting too, because he was just a side character. Also, he's not an actor. It's A$AP Rocky. He's a rapper. But I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen him in something like this, but he did really good. I actually enjoyed his performance a lot. I don't know. Everyone's so spaced out, and then she's just insane. I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, they're all escaping something because half of the cast is on drugs of one thing or another.
Yeah.
And Rose Byrne's character, I don't know. Man, what a mess. She's a mess.
She's a mess. She has weird flashbacks flashbacks, I guess, to like her mom or whatever. Something like that. And then also the weird sparkly stuff that she sees a lot, like in the ceiling, in the hole in the ceiling, and just like generally, I don't know. It's a lot of weird stuff, but it's good.
It's a good movie. It's another one like Bring Her Back that I don't know I'm going to be running to watch again anytime soon.
For sure.
Yeah, it was well made, intriguing, but extremely stressful.
Oh, yeah.
Conan O'Brien should have won an Oscar, though. Should have been nominated. Come on.
Yeah.
He could have given himself an award.
It have worked perfectly.
And actually, another Oscar nominee, I don't know if they won for anything, but this was your mom's pick, Blue Moon.
Yeah.
With a homunculus Ethan Hawke.
Homunculus Ethan Hawke. Oh my gosh. And another Margaret Qualley.
Another Margaret Qualley movie.
Was anybody else?
Very stagey.
Yeah, I liked it. I love stuff like that. The one setting that just kind of goes in and out of stuff. A lot of talking, which I think is fun. Like, I like Midnight Mass, and like all they do in that is talk. So, you know.
Yeah. Another monologue.
Yeah. It was very interesting.
Other than knowing Rogers and Hammerstein and Hart and Hammerstein's names, or Hart and Rogers as, you know, composers and lyricists, whatever, I knew nothing about any of those people. So that was interesting.
For sure. I mean, I was a drama kid, and I think I just knew the names and like Hammerstein's songs, but yeah, I didn't know.
Like, I know what Oklahoma is, but other than that,
I know.
That's about it.
Yeah, literally.
And the song Blue Moon, of course.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Depressing as well, because is basically dead at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, they literally tell you.
That's okay, though. Ethan Hawke did a good job.
Yeah, he did. He did a really good job. I like that it was just him talking like the whole time. I think it was fun. Which
can get, especially with a character that is obviously egotistical, but the way they handled it and it also self-deprecating, a lot of times still serves your ego.
Yeah.
I've thought, oh crap, I'm going to hate this after a while because he's just going to be so into himself. But it rode that line very well where...
He's such a loser, though. I love it.
Yeah, where the self-deprecating stuff comes in and out, and it worked. It was good.
Yeah, it was.
And all the little side characters were fun, and Rose Byrne's husband as the bartender, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot.
Okay, well, this is another pick of yours, and you highlighted this, so what are we talking about now?
Talking about Begonia, which I really liked, like a lot. Again, a different type of like stress almost, in a way, because Jesse Plemons' character is interesting. The whole movie goes back and forth. Are they right? Are they wrong? What's up with Emma Stone? I don't know. I really liked it. It was fun. I remember seeing trailers for it and being like, interesting. And also the gif of her smiling, which kills me.
I'm generally going to be interested in a Yorgos Lanthimos film. I just remember thinking, oh, they're at it again. How many freaking movies are Emma Stone and this guy going to make in a 3-year time period?
Yeah. And then their Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah. And
her screaming.
I mean, I like Jesse Plemons a lot. I like her a lot. I like Yorgos Lanthimos movies a lot. I think, and maybe let's not spoil it too much, but I think most people are going to assume something's wrong with the Jesse Plemons character. This can't be real, right?
It's weird.
Because he thinks that he kidnaps her because he thinks she's an alien and that she's responsible for his mom's illness, being in this coma. That obviously can't be true.
Yeah, especially because the way they introduce aspects of his character, like the way he talks to his cousin, which is his name Don in the movie?
I think so.
Donnie, something. The way he talks to him, and it seems like he's like a conspiracy theorist, like honestly kind of manipulating things and making his cousin think that way. I mean, he sounds like a conspiracy theorist. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they introduce things about him where it's like, well, yeah, he's weird and like obviously unwell, so he has to be right. I think it does a very good job of, is that even misdirection? It's so weird. I don't know. Like, I think it does a good job.
He has to be right?
Or wrong, sorry. Because of how weird he is.
Right. No, you're not going to think that what he assumes is happening.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make any sense, for one thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, they set it up to be like, yeah, you're just a weird, crazy guy.
Which he is.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. I really liked it. Also, this is just Yorgos generally, but I liked the vibe of it. It's fun. The difference between, like, how the office that Emma Stone works at looked and how she looks compared to the, like, very yellow-y lighting of Jesse Plemons' house and stuff, and how old it is and all that. And then the black and white stuff for the flashbacks. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, those flashbacks were weird, man. That de-aging of him
he looks like weird.
Really bothered me.
Yeah, you were like, oh, every time it popped up.
I like that.
And then Alicia Silverstone.
The guy that played his cousin. That was I really liked him.
Yeah, interesting dynamic.
Obviously autistic and played by an autistic guy, and you feel really badly for him because what choice does he have but to live with this Jesse Plemons? And he's taking care of his cousin, but also feeding him all of this information and
roping him into everything. And
yeah, it was good.
I really liked it.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I definitely liked it more than Kinds of Kindness.
Yeah, I did too. And I would watch it again.
Oh, for sure. Compared to Poor Things, I think honestly, I kind of like it more, maybe.
Yeah, Poor Things is a lot.
100%. Yeah, it is. It's a lot. Yeah, I think I like Begonia more.
I guess my metric for myself is, would I watch it again? I'm not racing to watch Poor Things again. There are quite a few of his movies I would definitely watch again.
Yeah.
This doesn't just go for his films, but that's why I repeat it so often on here. That's kind of my measuring stick. All right, what's up next?
Birthday stuff for you.
Oh, yeah. I had a birthday a couple days ago. Now, this goes back to the last episode we did because we finally talked about Stop Making Sense on that episode, which went back 6 months prior to my birthday because we watched it on my birthday last year. Yeah. So we're coming full circle a year later. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, kind of. Somewhere.
We didn't watch this on my birthday, but it was my birthday watch or wish to watch David Byrne's American Utopia.
Yeah.
The name of this song is New Feeling. That's what it's about.
Which I had seen. I caught it on, must have been HBO. I don't know how long ago, but I only saw, I can't even remember which song they were on when I caught it. I don't think I even saw the full second half of it, but I was like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
The very cool thing about it is, because a lot of times concert stuff bugs me when they go too far away from what I know of as the song.
Yeah.
Like when they really deconstruct their songs.
Yeah, that I get like that too with certain stuff.
I didn't catch that vibe from this, even though obviously it's totally different musicians from definitely the Talking Heads songs we all know, playing different instruments, but the songs still kind of held the basic thing about them that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Plus, it was just interestingly choreographed and performed.
Yeah.
Great songs.
Yeah, it is. I really enjoyed it because it is technically a musical, like a filmed
it was a
musical thing.
Broadway show.
Yeah. Which usually those are like fine. Like the filmed Hamilton is super fun. But I had no idea I didn't know what this was. When you were talking about it, I was like, oh, this must have come out recently. It's from like 2020 or something.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at it, I was like, oh, what the heck? How did I not know about this? I really liked it. Yeah, the choreography, everything. It's just so interesting. I liked his little talking bits in between stuff. It's super cool. I don't know. I really liked it. I liked the end when he was in his little sweater and stuff biking away.
Yeah, with that helmet that was made to look like a little cap or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, oh, grandpa outfit.
You look like special needs right now, but that's okay. I mean, you kind of are, but
yeah, autism.
I liked the all in gray suits. Like your mom said, the instruments are strapped to them.
Mhm.
That's sort of the whole point of the show, being able to move around the stage and not be locked down to one spot. And so there's a lot going on with, again, choreography and
Yeah, the dance stuff is fun.
timing and the lighting. And I don't know if you noticed, but they all had little tiny dots, not dots, but little balls on their shoulders.
Oh, how funny. No.
And that was for the lights to be able to follow the individual musicians and stuff. And
Cool.
because there were lights under the stage, and then the spotlights would come on at different points.
Yeah, the whole setup also, like the stage. I mean, the stage is bare, but like the curtain, I guess you can call it, the like, metal,
like chain link curtain.
Yeah, that's just around everything that he kind of steps into at one point. He's like behind it for a little bit. Cool stuff. I don't know, it was cool. I really liked it.
I can't remember which song it was. The musicians all go behind it at some point too, but their instruments are poking through it.
Out, yeah.
Might have been This Must Be the Place, actually.
Oh, it could be. I don't know. I like it.
One of our favorite songs, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cool. The direction was great. Spike Lee, very
cool.
Interesting shot choices in a lot of spots.
Yeah.
We're all Talking Heads fans here, so.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I have my shirt. Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, that's something I would watch again for sure. That and Stop Making Sense are both fantastic.
Stop Making Sense is so good.
And in that same vein, on my birthday, we watched Man on the Run, the Paul McCartney documentary about his time in Wings.
Yeah, I love Wings. I mean, you do too. That's kind of how I know Wings. I love Wings. So it was really interesting, all of that stuff, because we've watched Get Back and maybe another one, or there's a bunch on the Beatles, dude.
There are a couple on Apple that we need to watch. There's I can't remember the names of any of them. They've come out since then. I won't watch any Beatles documentary because there are a lot that slap together a bunch of clips and stuff.
Clips, yeah.
The legitimate ones.
Well, Get Back is really good.
Get Back, I love.
A surprise audience I can make it tomorrow, or
I'll just thought I'd let you know. Thank you. I was going to sit here silently. So, no, I'll tell you about it.
I've watched it 3 times. I don't mind saying McCartney's my favorite Beatle.
Oh, yeah.
In the group and out of the group, I like his songs more than any other of them, their solo project stuff.
Yeah. George Harrison is probably, I don't even know, like I would say close second, but like George Harrison is pretty good outside and in the group. But then we have like Ringo.
I don't mind Ringo's solo stuff. Your mom hates it.
I know, mom hates it.
Anytime we're listening to the Beatles channel in the car, a Ringo song comes on, she changes the channel.
I don't hate Ringo stuff either, but he definitely is like way goofier compared to like...
Oh yeah, it's fun. What do you expect? He's Ringo.
And then John Lennon just peeves me.
I like all of their solo stuff outside of the Beatles. I don't dislike any of them, but Paul's
is
au revoir is what I always go back to. I have Wings on my phone. I have Beatles stuff on my phone. I have a little bit of Lennon solo stuff, but I usually skip it when we're driving in the car because sometimes they're a bummer. Lighten up, John.
Seriously, John, come on, man. The composition of Man on the Run was interesting because it kind of goes back and forth with stuff. At least in the beginning, like it's Wings starting and then back and forth with the Beatles. But also that's kind of just what happened.
Well, back and forth because even though the Beatles had broken up, they were still tied together financially. And that wasn't over until the mid-70s. They finally dissolved the band.
Yeah.
So there. I knew that there were different members of Wings and stuff, but all of that was kind of new to me. I thought there were a couple that had gone from beginning to end. I was not aware that there were so many different members.
Yeah, I knew it was a band. I knew Linda was in it. Like that was because she sings. Like I always knew that. I've seen like, I can't remember which album it is, but the one where they're like in the water and stuff, or like the branch above the water. And then the Band on the Run where they're in front of the brick wall. That's all I could visualize. But yeah, it's interesting. I didn't know there was people that came and went and died and stuff.
See, I always get that guy that died mixed up with Denny Lane, who I believe is still alive, who was probably the longest running member of the band. Yeah. It's not like I followed Wings like I did the Beatles when I was a kid or anything. I had a greatest hits album way back then, and one of his solo albums later on. Nowadays, that solo stuff, it's mainly him. Just recently put George Harrison's songs on my phone.
Yeah.
It's mainly been about Paul for me, so I'm not going to try and be hip and say, oh, John is the whatever. That's fine if you like John more than Paul, but
Paul is just more fun and more joyous, so I'd rather listen to that.
A little less dour than some of the others, except maybe for Ringo.
Well, Ringo was on crack, so or at least singing about it.
Crack.
Doesn't he talk about coke in one of his songs? Or it's probably just weed or something, or both.
No,
A woman that I know just came from Mallorca, Spain. She smiled because I did not understand. Then she held out a 10-pound bag of cocaine. She said it was the finest in the land. And I said, no, I don't, no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor.
Yeah, I liked the Man on the Run. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely didn't know all of that about Wings.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of a few songs that I forgot that I really liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, what else we got?
Oh, yeah, the very last one.
We watched Demons yesterday, my pick.
Mm-hmm.
Italian horror was on the list as we were scrolling through, and I'm like, oh, this is a fun one.
Yeah,
so really disgusting, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's grody. I mean, like most Italian horror is, but
the pustules
gnarly.
Exploding is not.
Gross.
Really goopy, oozy grossness in that one, but it is still pretty fun.
It's fun.
Got a rock and roll soundtrack, and it's all 80s and very punk and new wave, and
I feel like more so than the other ones that we've watched, because I know they all kind of have the rock stuff in them, but that one was a lot.
Oh, plus a little bit of Hall of the Mountain King thrown in there for good measure.
when the opening title theme started playing, I heard that, and I just remember looking over at you and being like, am I hearing this right? Okay, little sample, I guess, interpolation of that.
Throw that in. Why not? The guy that does the music for that is one of the guys from Goblin who does all the Dario Argento scores and stuff. Yeah, it's fun, though. It's a fun one. Demons 2 is pretty fun, too. It's basically the same movie, except it takes place in a high-rise instead of a movie theater. But it's kind of totally the same idea all over again.
Literally just same. Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes you just need to do that.
Yeah, it's fun, too. We'll watch it sometime.
Okay.
In 6 months or whatever, we'll talk about that again in 6 months. We'll see you on your birthday again. So
yeah, literally.
My birthday and your birthday, spring break, before school starts. These are our times to record.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect planning.
Sure. Anything else you want to talk about? We're watching The Pit on TV. That's our favorite.
Yeah.
We're not really watching any other news shows, are we?
I mean, we watch sporadically. We watch Community.
Oh yeah, we started Community for you,
which has Alison Breeze, and that's kind of connected to together.
And somebody from The Pit we're going to run into on Community, and I think we have to get into the second or third season. So.
We are on the second season, so we shall see. I know we go through them fast. There's short little episodes. I mean, compared to what Mom and I watched, which we watched all of Euphoria, and then we've watched Game of Thrones, which are the longest things ever.
My favorite Community so far has definitely been Interpretive Dance.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that was awesome.
That was an instant classic.
Yeah,
love that show. Alrighty, well, I guess I'll talk to you later or something.
Oh, okay.
And watch some of the movies that we talked about, folks. If you haven't seen them, hopefully we didn't spoil anything too badly. Go check out my YouTube channel, which is different than this, although the podcast is also on YouTube through Weirding Way Media. You can watch that too if you want. But
do what you like.
We'll maybe see you again in 6 months, if not sooner.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're
going to go have a few small beers.
Yeah, me included.
A few small beers.
Of drinking.
All right.
Totally.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time. And don't forget,
anything can happen when you wake up heavy.
Wow, this has just been such a pleasure. I'm such a lucky boy. I can't wait to go home and